Hello folks, I hope you're all doing well. We are back at the plot for Rabbit Wars Part 2. Well, at least we think it's rabbits. Looking at the comments on my last video where we've had all that trouble with the carrots and the leeks and something coming in and munching them, it could equally be badgers. It could be fawns, deer, rats, and I think, I'm pretty sure it's rabbits still. From what I've seen over the time I've been here, I'm sure it's rabbits, but rats might be an interesting shout because of what's happened to the carrots and the way it was tunnelled in, and my neighbour's compost bin that's had rats in it before that's just over the fence could be rats. However, I mentioned I had a trail cam, and here it is. Here is the trail cam, and this is it. Let me show you this. I would put a link to this down below so you can go and have a look at it, but I've had this about 3 years and it's not available on Amazon anymore, so unfortunately you can't go and see it. But there's not much to it. This is the front of it. There's a couple of clips on the side of it here. We undo that, you open it up. It's got the little screen and the buttons and things for setting it up what you want to do with. Battery panel on this side. It takes 8 AA batteries. Get rechargeable batteries if you get one of these, because it'll cost you a fortune to run. These cost about, I don't know, I think it was about 30 quid when I bought it. Given inflation over the last few years, you're probably nearer to 40 quid these days for one, I would have thought, if not a little bit more. But they're dead simple to use. You just switch it on, you chuck there's a micro SD card in there that's in an SD card holder, batteries, turn it on, put the right mode on it, stick it out, and I use these ties. It's got these ties on the back of it, and I just tie them to whatever I think the best place is out there for it to be attached to. But it does come with loads of fixings in the box. You can screw it up, you can attach it to things more permanently and different bits and pieces. But for me, for having it at the allotment and taking it home, using these straps that already come attached to the sort of case thing that it's in, much easier. But anyway, I did come up yesterday and it was late evening. It was about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I kid you not, it was pitch black outside. And I tried to make a video, and I thought it was either going to be the best YouTube video I've ever made or the worst YouTube video I've ever made, because it was quite cool. I had my head torch on and it was in the dark and it looked all funky. And you know what, visually it looked really good, but you know what, I messed up on the audio, so it was all crackly and whatever on the audio. So to give you a reason why, so I don't know if you can see on my collar here, sorry if that's making a lot of noise in there, but I've got what's called a lavalier microphone, and that's the one that sits in your collar, and it runs down a cable. It goes into a transmitter in my pocket, a wireless transmitter that transmits to a receiver that's on top of the camera. Now that has a loose wire in it, and sometimes when I'm moving about, the wire becomes loose and it makes this awful crackling noise over the audio, or we lose the audio altogether. So I've ordered a new one, and they're not cheap. It's 56 quid just for that bit, just for this bit that goes on my collar and goes down this wire under my jacket into the bit in my pocket. 56 quid. I don't make a lot of money from this YouTube channel. It's all my own stuff that I spend money on because it's a hobby. It's a hobby for me as much as it is an allotment, so I don't mind spending money on it. Hopefully, you know, Amazon's going to deliver this today with a bit of luck. It's going to get that fixed on a permanent basis for going and do more videos. But I was so disappointed when I took it home and I put the memory card in and had a look, and the audio was rubbish, but the footage was good. I could have done a voiceover and stuff like that, but it wouldn't be the same, wouldn't be as good. But anyway, I did set this up last night, and I came back today and I was full of hope. And there was 84 images taken on it, and I was like, oh, here we go, what have I got? And the only thing I've captured is things blown about in the wind, because it's motion sensitive. So when it detects any sort of motion in front of the camera, it'll either take a still picture or record, depending on which mode you've got it set on. And what I've got is some of the green scaffolding netting that sits on top of the bags blown about in the wind, and I've got 85 lots of that, and I've had a look through, and it's rubbish, and there's nothing else. So I've got a new memory card with me. I'll take that one home and wipe it. We'll put the new one in and we'll get it set up again tonight to see if we can capture something other than things blowing in the wind. And hopefully we can. You never know. You never know. Best made plans and all that. But anyway, that's where we are with the Rabbit Wars. And oh my luck, the rabbits have all bogged off now for Christmas or something like that, and we'll never capture them, and it'll remain a mystery as to how something's getting in and what they're eating. But I've got the garlic I want to put out, I've got the onions I want to put out, and I know there's a whole thing about rabbits and things that shouldn't eat alliums, it makes them ill, so they don't do it. they've eaten all the leeks, and I think it might be something to do with they can eat the green bits but not the other bits. Perhaps the green bits are okay, because certainly the leeks, you know, they've nibbled all the green bits all the way down to pretty much the surface of the compost there. So who knows. But anyway, I've got some other things to do whilst I'm here, and we'll head outside. There's a bit of compost and stuff I want to talk about, and some things that are going on. So if it's not too windy, we'll go outside, we'll get us up, we'll have a little chat about that, and then we'll round things up. So back with you in just a jiffy. So here we are, the lesser seen part of the allotment, and one of my absolute favourite parts of the allotment as well. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, there is a big, massive pile, more than you can see, that stretches all the way up there and along there, of wood chips. Different types of wood chips. These ones have obviously been here for a little while. You can see they're darker, they're starting to rot down. See really here, there's got some green mixed in with it. That's going to rot down as well. I use wood chips for all sorts of stuff. I use it for my paths up at the allotment. I use it for composting and various different things. And it's brilliant. And it's free. The tree surgeon comes along every now and again, dumps loads of this here. He doesn't have to pay to dispose of it. The allotment people here get to use it. Wood chips are free. What a great agreement. And I love coming here because all the allotments back here that you might be able to see, as far as the eye can see, the allotments go all the way back there. And I get to see what everybody else has been up to. I love seeing everybody else's allotments down here, even the farms. So the fence over there, there's a farm over there, and the farm guy's building a couple of brand new fancy houses over there, and I get to see how they're coming along. Somebody here's got a brand new shed, and it looks lovely. What a cracking new shed. I don't know if you can see it. It's a spanking new shed. It's brilliant. It is fab. Somebody over there's got one of those geodesic dome things, and I get to see all that stuff coming past. And I saw a beautiful allotment, and I say beautiful, I like it because it was so neat and tidy. Honestly, it was amazing. And at this time of year when I see my allotment, and it really cheeses me off because it's a bit of a mess. There's loads of dead stuff. The paths need sorting, it needs a bit of weeding, it needs a bit of refreshing and sorting out, but it's just time. Once I get time, it'll look much better. But I'm going to use my trusty wheelbarrow and compost bags. I don't know if you can see above this heap of wood chips here. I'm going to get 4 bags of wood chips, I think, because that's how many I can fit in the wheelbarrow. I use the compost bags here, 2 reasons. 1, I can carry them about places and do stuff. 2, if I put the wood chips in the compost bags and then put them in the wheelbarrow, I get so many more wood chips in one trip from my allotment to here in one go than I do if I just fill the wheelbarrow, because obviously the compost bags, I can put them in and I can store them vertically, whereas the wheelbarrow, I can just go to the top of the wheelbarrow, so we get loads more wood chips, nice and efficient. So I will get cracking with a variety of wood chips around here. We'll go back, we'll stop on the way back, and we will have a look at that lovely allotment we saw. I'll just show you it over the fence. I'll do a bit of film and I'll show you it, and we'll see how it looks. So back with you in just a jiffy. So here we are at that allotment I mentioned, and let me just spin the camera around and show you what I was talking about. Look at this. What a lovely plot. Look, lovely, nice, straight, well looked after paths, a beautiful little seating area there. There's another one over there, a little kiddies table over there. All the beds are like this. They've been well looked after. They're all set for the winter and covered up. They've all got beautiful covers on them. There's a lovely little windmill thing here. Look at this all the way, and it's like this all the way along. It's only one of the sort of smaller plots, and I'm turning around there. Sorry, I'm just trying to block the microphone from the wind again. But it's like this all the way along, and it looks absolutely beautiful. What a lovely looking plot, and I'm a little bit jealous that it looks like this at this time of year, because honestly mine is an absolute state. What a mess it is. And I've seen this, and it's really annoyed me even more that this one's so nice and mine one looks a bit like Stig of the dump. But anyway, hopefully I'm hoping to get a day off, maybe Monday, Tuesday this week. And if the weather's okay, the weather's supposed to be rubbish. Like I say, it's really windy up here at the moment. I'm hiding behind a big hill of mud here to try and stop the microphone noise again, but we'll see. Anyway, hopefully Monday I'm going to come up, get some tidying done. Some of those lovely light coloured wood chips that we saw over there, they're the best ones for the paths because they're fresh. So put the fresh wood chips down, not the dark coloured ones where they've all started to rot down, but we'll see. Anyway, that is me done for today. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.